Well, Ross, when along the process did it become clear to you that the organization was going to move on from Josh and trade him rather than retain him?
I mean, really not until we had a deal that we felt was best for our future, and that was late into the day yesterday, where it became apparent that there was enough interest that because of the competition and the desire to have Josh Donaldson, because he's such a great player and will make a massive impact now in the Cleveland organization. Once we realized that return was worth the decision to make that decision, that's when we realized that we were at that juncture.
A lot of Blue Jay fans look at it, Ross, they say it's a former MVP, a guy who made an impact even last year, and a player to be named later is coming back in return. Why, if it's just one player, why not qualify Donaldson next year? Why wouldn't that be the case?
Yeah, I mean, this player that unfortunately, because of the process, we can't name him today. I think fans are going to realize exactly who it is pretty soon. He's an exciting upper-level talent that will line up and impact our major league team in the near future with guys like Vladdy and Bo and Biggio and TJ Zoik and the guys that are here. So we're excited about where he is on his timeline and felt like that was much more valuable than the potential of something that we might just be considering, because we weren't at the point where we had decided that, one, that was going to make sense for both, and there's another variable to that equation on whether or not he accepts or rejects, and there was so much more information. But in fairness to your question, as we did value that well above anything that we could do with a comp pick.
Russ, with Donaldson's departure, Happ gone, Bautista long gone, the window on 2015-2016 is now officially closed. A lot of Blue Jay fans are wondering, when will this team be competitive again? When will they be in the conversation of potentially making a run to October, being an independent race again? When in your mind could that be?
It's a great question, and really I think all too often executives, players, front offices, GMs do think about those timelines and project them and talk about them, and things change and things evolve. Players get hurt. Some guys overachieve, some guys underachieve. We feel as though we've weathered a great deal of the storm with our farm system that we've talked about at great lengths, that we've made really big strides and have near-term talent that will impact the major leagues, and that there's a lot of evidence in and around that. When you have one of the better farm systems in the game, it usually turns into near-term success at the major league level. So, I think it would be overly optimistic to say that those guys transition smoothly and we're beating up on the Red Sox and Yankees next year, but I think a year after that, the expectations will be higher, and I think, the third year removed from that, we absolutely believe that we should be in that mix.
So 2021 could be a conversation starter?
Yeah, again, to frame things that concretely, I would say that next year would be very difficult, and the year after that we're going to have higher expectations, and we would be extremely disappointed if we weren't more competitive or extremely competitive in that third year.
Ross, there was a lot of emotional reaction to Donaldson's departure, as you would expect. He was a fan favorite. The mayor of Toronto tweeted a farewell from Donaldson too. What's your message to the fans out there who are upset, who want to win, who miss their star players?
Yeah, we miss them too. We realize that it's a very difficult thing for fans that they turn on the television to watch Josh Donaldson. We recognize that. Ultimately, what we want to do, and we want to sustain a championship level, and to do that, we have to make difficult decisions and turn short-term opportunities into more long-term sustainable opportunities. That was another decision we made yesterday. We made a couple of them, and I think we've made a great deal of them this year. That we've acquired a significant number of talent, or significant number of prospects into our system, and again, we feel so strongly about where our system is now, some of the pieces that are already here, and that level of excitement is felt throughout our system, and in short term, our fans are going to be excited about seeing it turning into wins in Toronto and in Rogers Center.
Ross, appreciate the clarity and appreciate the time. Thanks so much.
Rash. Thanks for having me.